Alright, we continue our Halloween October event thing with what should be a pretty Halloween-y game. I've been sitting on this one for a little while, and I have never heard it mentioned, ever, by anyone. I think it just flew completely under the radar. I'm really hoping it's a hidden gem that I'm uncovering, and not, you know, secretly way worse than it looks or something. Because that would be a bummer if it was, you know, unheard of, because it just isn't good. But we're playing Wailing Heights. I almost said Hearts, wow. It's a point-and-click adventure game with werewolves and vampires and zombies and so on. It's kind of perfect for now. As long as it's good. Please be good, your art's really good. I really like looking at, like, the screenshots for this game and everything.
After the tragic news of today's events, and the loss of the last surviving member of one of Britain's greatest ever rock and roll bands, the next 24 hours GBB1 will be paying tribute to the Deadbeats. To Fangs, Shaggy, Spectra and Zed, may you forever be at peace. The fearsome foursome is reunited once more. Francis! Oi, Francis, how are you, mate? Aye, bite me, Finklestein, eh? Haha. Listen, Finklestein, got you a gig. Yeah, seems now all four deadbeats are pushing up daisies. Almost immediately everybody wants to get their hands on good old bite me, Finklestein. Right, mate, mustache, lucky day, eh? Or, I mean, not the death bit, but still. Looks like your life's about to turn around. Ta-ra!
Anybody will do.
Mr. Finklestein. Frances Finklestein.
Hello. Here we are. Alright, so right off the bat we have original music, we have full voice acting. Okay. Work went into here. The interface looks like it might need some work. We'll see. I can react here. Left stick arrow keys or click to toggle dialogue choices. I'm probably gonna play the whole game with my mouse, honestly. Hold A or Alt Control or left click. Alt Control? Who would hold... Why would that be the hotkey for any variation of the controls? I'm just gonna click. So we can gasp or yell or... Bloody blimmin' core blimey, O'Reilly.
Bloody blimmin' core blimey, O'Reilly!
Ah, good. You're awake.
Well then, seems you've gotten yourself into a bit of a muddle, Mr. Mr.
or Mrs. or Miss or Sir. Miss... Got a lot of variations here. So I'm fully voiced, but am I picking a voice actor here, I wonder?
Mister?
Well, that clears up the first question. Due to your, condition, I'm afraid your case file is a little bit on the light side.
Condition? What am I? Am I dead?
No, actually. That's the problem. Personality aside, you're quite alive, and I'm afraid there are laws against that sort of nonsense in Wailing Heights. Technically, the charge is illegal thresholding, and with your current biological status, we're in a spot of legal bother. You see, we can't allow you to stay in Wailing Heights, but at the same time, we can't let you leave. Here, why don't you have a biscuit while we sort this all out, eh?
Was I killed but not actually killed? Like, have I been taken to like an afterlife location without dying? The options here: Wailing Heights, thresholding, biscuit. Also, picking a gender did not seem to have any impact on the voice.
Biscuit?
Finklestein. Where have I heard that name before? Ah, of course! Bite me, Finklestein! Now I recognise you! You're old born loser Finklestein from Here Come the Deadbeats! How could I not have picked you out right? Bite me, Finklestein. Classic. Anyway, yes, well, that fills in your history a bit. Didn't think I'd be representing a celebrity today. Well, not really celebrity, but you know what I mean. Right. Occupation: plucky comic relief, peripherally attached to the Deadbeats.
How'd you manage to compliment my fame while shitting on it, basically? Did I actually wait? Wow. Apparently I wrote all the songs, I'm the soul of the band, I created the show, and produced the records, or I'm a liar.
Peripherally? But I wrote all the songs.
Yes, quite. Hey, do you want to hear something funny? I'm a bit of a musical maestro myself. You'll probably recognise the voice.
So Ghoulman, so Ghoulman, so Ghoulman.
No matter the crime, there's a legal loophole. So if you're feeling guilty, better call Soul.
Soul Ghoulman?
Public defender for the deceased.
Okay, we're just gonna like just go straight into referencing my favorite show. Okay. Wow, this had to come out of... Oh, that was a new show, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a new show when this game came out, because this game came out 2 years ago. Never heard of a rap ghost before? Or never heard a ghost rap before? Or a lawyer rap before? Or a Scottish rap before?
I've never heard Scottish rap before.
Good, isn't it? Here, let me get you some tea. I'll be right back. Help yourself to a biscuit, they're lovely.
Holy smokes! Either Manchester Monster Menagerie has an elaborate prank budget this year, or I have a ghoulish jail to escape.
Oh, they're really big on me using a... They're really big on me using a controller in this game. Oh. They're really big on me using a controller in this game. It's not a point and click. I can okay, I can WASD. Instead of clicking, I guess. That's weird, okay. So... That's horrible looking.
They look pretty horrible. Still, I am kinda peckish.
Oh, no, don't do that, don't do that. Okay.
Ugh! Oh, disgusting. I think I just swallowed a cookie's corpse. Still, Mam always said never pass up a free meal. Or was that Elvis who said that? I always get the two confused.
No, 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 no. Then you just keep going. We've added a nightmare cookie to our inventory.
Hey, hey, buddy. You look like you're in a pickle. If you can pass me up a bit of grub for my escape out of here, I'll make it worth your while.
Oh, we're doing like a how to do an adventure game tutorial, aren't we? We got a zombie already.
By worth my while, do you mean... Actually, I don't want to know.
Trust me, it's exactly what a man in your situation needs.
Now I really don't want to know. By grub, do you mean food or actual grubs?
Either will do. I'm not fussy.
How is his head? I've got questions about how that arm is coming from the body with that head from that direction.
Let me check my pockets.
I'll just give him my public defender card. Soul Ghoulman. public defender. I'm dying to represent you. Now I got a cookie.
Oatmeal raisin. Well, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. In exchange for your awesomeness, and seeing as I won't need it anymore, I want to give you something.
The possession. Oh,
What is
because
this thing?
Haven't you seen a musical possession wheel before? Add the right ingredients, find the right words, and you can sing your soul into another body. Oops, your boy Ghoulman's coming back. Adios. Just remember the musical formula. Find a real name, something they love, an item they hate, and you can possess anyone's undead body.
well, that's incredibly useful. Oh, there's the tutorial. Yeah, there's like the little side thing will pop up with like an obscene amount of text and be gone in less than a second. I'm like, that's a weird choice. The possession wheel. With this wheel, music holds the power to possess the dead. Thank you, convenient tutorial zombie that gave me the key item that probably I used the entire game. Collect personal ingredients. Write them into a song and sing your soul right into the subject's cold, lifeless body. Add a character's name to see the possession lyrics. Then find a love and a hate to possess. To find the perfect lyrics, talk to the locals, explore the town, and of course, steal things from other songs. Good thing my solution is my profession.
Right then, tea and biscuit, civilized. Ah, I see you started without me. What do you think of the biscuit, eh?
It tasted like hate. Oh my god.
It tasted like hate.
Ah, there's nothing I love more than a biscuit, yes sirree. Love, love, love these cookies. Ah, so, back to our little conundrum.
Lucky for you, I know exactly how to sort this out. I'll just glide over to Town Hall, look up the Human Rights Act, we'll have you out of here in a jiffy.
Just a few cases ahead of you, and in order to access the law library, I'm going to need to earn myself a promotion, which will require me going back to law school for a bit longer. A trifling matter, really. All told, I should be back with an update in about
80 years.
80 years? But I'll be dead in 10.
Haha, well, that certainly works out in both our favour, doesn't it? Anyway, I need you to sign here, here, and here. You can use my...
As a man who enjoys his paperwork, I hate pens that don't work.
Ah. Soul Ghoulman. Lover of biscuits, hater of pens that don't work. I thought that was a rose, like for a jacket or whatever. That might be a gaping wound, because it seems to be like bleeding down back before he became a silhouette ghost. I'm not really sure what's going on with the pixel work here. Like, this stuff's all sharp and good looking, but like his arm looks weirdly low res and blurry, and his face does, but like these other parts are sharp, and it's like all over his body. The resolution seems to change rapidly, which is not an issue on my character as far as I can tell. Huh.
Oh, I'd love to add that to my broken pen collection.
Don't see why not. Weirdo. Before we finalise all this, I'm going to go over the fine print, just to make sure you understand everything. Are you sitting comfortably?
I haven't been comfortable with any of this.
Excellent. Let's begin. Clause 1.1.0a. Insofar as forthwith aforementioned, whereas notwithstanding in perpetuitas habeas defenstration of exceptio probat de regulorum deberis non exceptus blah 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 non blah 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 nonsense etc.
Okay, we need to stop him. We need to stop him forever. Let's do this. We have something he loves. Nope, that's his name. His name comes from an item too, apparently. His name's Soul Ghoulman. Like the chocolatey chip baked inside the dough, he likes his cookies crisp. We're doing serial references, okay. But messy writing, you can't handle that. And broken pens, that's what makes them crack.
So Ghoulman, so Ghoulman, so Ghoulman.
His name's Saul Goodman, likes his chocolate chip baked inside of the dough. He likes his cookie crisp, but messy writing, he can't handle that. And broken pens, that's what makes him snap.
Well, that was weird. Ah! I'm scaring myself.
You've possessed soul. Okay. We increase... Oh, comic origin. Oh. Oh, I lost it. No, how do I bring it back? This is... The controls are really questionable so far. How do I bring it back? Possession wheel, back, cancel... I pressed spacebar and it didn't seem to load up, and then I pressed it again on accident and it went away. What is... I need Saul Goodman's comic origin. Bring it back. How could you do this to me? It was really important that I be able to read that. Good news, it saved like a moment ago, thankfully. So I can come back and read the comic now. A deal without a contract is but a promise writ in water. It is always the same when you are a ghost looking back on whatever time you called a life. Your freshest memories are the last moments, and everything works backwards. Backwards from the end came to an earlier time when it was all in front of you. Panic on the Titanic. I'm afraid things are as bad as you have heard. We have only gone and hit a bloody iceberg. To the boats as quickly as you can. To the boats, unless you are a man. I discovered at an early age I was a prodigious talent, with fine singing voice and a gift for rhyme. Oh, headmaster, young soul has a prodigious talent with a fine singing voice and a gift for rhyme. The exact same line as the description. His name was actually Soul before he died? Unfortunately, he has a face for radio. Aw. All my life, I have been a retro musical revisionist, a human sampler in it. I cannot do a Scottish accent, and I will not try. What? This is like Scottish punk rap Beatles walk? Look at what is this art? My journey through life was a musical journey. Through the history of... My journey through life was a musical journey. Just, alright. Through the history of the age I lived through, I saw more changes than David Bowie. My genius phase was off course. My hybrid barbershop quartet and urban rapper phase, barber rapette. What is happening? My album Short Back and Size. Short Back and Size. That's like a, it's an attempt on, that's an attempt of a pun, right? On barbering? Like, yeah, short back and sides? As opposed to size? I don't know. Went platinum on every country that could afford it. Haters gonna hate, losers gonna lose. Tattoos and beards are yesterday's news. D'un alabaster posure ain't no thing as part-time crook. Scoop doggy doo. Alright, welcome. Enjoy your cameo, Snoop Dogg. Mind you, I underestimate the enmity of my fellow rappers who saw no place for me in their fraternity. He's not freestyling, he's style thieving. Let me introduce you to Noxious Nitro, aka Cladius Creep, featuring Bendy Font and Boy Tone Deaf. Boy Tone Deaf? We are not your friends. Yeah, that's right. Threatening him. Say something unpleasant to the fool. Coming at you like a mere chat? What the fuck? I'm not ready for this intro of Scottish rap being the entire intro of the game. It was supposed to be the most glorious night of my career, and instead I woke up in a dumpster behind the MTV Awards amongst a load of old rubbish and techno dance albums. The shock of it caused me to develop a stutter. My mojo turned to boho, so I remade myself. I dedicated my life to becoming the most despicable form of life imaginable in order to have my revenge. The opposite of everything good and decent and brave in this world. I feel like there should be like some kind of background music right now. I became a music industry lawyer. Yuck, yuck. If there was one thing I learned that prepared me to be a lawyer in a way that no law book or law school could teach me, the enemy of my enemy's enemy is the friend of my enemy, who is also the enemy of my. Everybody hates music industry stooges. Oh yeah, his wound is still there. I died in a hail of bullets in a drive-by shooting, which is really odd as I was in bed at the time. No one tried too hard to find my killers. Oh, when questioned as to the possible identity, the investigating officer said they were using Google as a source for suspects. Now the unquiet soul of Soul Ghoulman must wander the earth like 70s concept album, tortuously monotonous and pointlessly, endlessly circling the living. That's the end of that. That's his backstory. Okay. Soul Ghoulman, the Scottish rapper that was failed, so he became a music industry lawyer and then died from the gunshot that I think he was afraid of dying in anyway. They use the same character model both sides, so the wound changes sides. So, can I talk to you? What's the deal here? Oh, but only if I have the items. Who's in that body right now, then? Am I even going to talk to them? Has that body just been abandoned, I wonder? Like, is no one in it? Am I just possessing this body and that's it? Oh, wait, I keep trying to press spacebar. Right, you click on people.
Hang in there. Hang in there.
Who's in that body right now? I don't know if I understand the rules here.
80 years. Let's see if we can't expedite the process a little. Expedite? Expedite? Explicate? Man, nobody's going to believe I'm a lawyer.
So it is me. It is me, and I've adopted his accent?
Oh, I can taste that biscuit in Ghoulman's mouth. Right, how do I get out of here?
So now I've had to taste 2 separate biscuits. All right, we're going up with the art here. So we have minotaurs, we have what looks like a drunk as shit werewolf. We got not zombies, vampires? Yeah. Pointy ears. I think I see fangs. Werewolf's goddamn massive. So, well, everyone that's not the humans is lost and found up there. There's a bone up there. There's... Is it a stake? What is that? There's a musical instrument. Tennis ball. Of course. That looks like a weird vat with a corpse in it, actually. Huh. This is a cool looking location. It's a real... The entire game so far is a real mixed bag of presentation, where like there's certain parts that seem really well done and certain parts that look really questionable. Like, all of the hand-drawn art here is really cool, but the Lost and Found boxes just have like this one... It's just really awkward text just sort of splattered onto it that was like typed onto it, and some of it looks like weird and blurry and odd. I'm guessing our character model will look a little better the rest of the game just because he's far enough away from the screen that we can't see how weirdly blurry certain parts of him are. But like, this is really good art though. Like, these characters are really well drawn, and like they went through the effort of having like music, like custom. There was a whole theme song, and there was like a rap that was done to possess the body. So every time we change bodies, there's going to be a song that plays. But also, the whole time I read the comic, there wasn't even like background music, so it was just weirdly deafening, and like whenever a game goes completely silent, it's like weirdly uncomfortable. And if that's not the feeling you're going for, then that's weird. You scream, you're on camera. Hurt your helmet, not your head. Aw, they still have helmet safety in hell or whatever this is. I keep pressing spacebar. I'm sorry.
Whoa, are you some kind of vampire?
Wow, are you some kind of observational wizard?
We're making friends here. We're making friends here after I managed to click on this character. Ah! It's hard to get the middle one. There we go.
That hat makes you look like Van Helsing.
Wanna hear a funny story?
I am Van Helsing.
Really?
Because that would be really ironic. What are you in for, Mr. Werewolf?
Beat before you get eat, ghost.
I think you mean eaten. Sorry, I thought this was the grammar police department.
Somebody get that poor werewolf some cold medicine.
Hello, officer.
Don't distract me. I'm guarding these here perps.
What were they arrested for?
Crimes unspecified.
Does that mean you don't know exactly what they did?
Perhaps.
I was not ready for that Minotaur's accent. Nothing prepared me for that.
Looks like a box full of evidence.
Thanks for your input. I wouldn't have been able to figure that one out on my own.
Ghoulman! Saul Ghoulman! I need a man of your particular skills.
What sort of skills would those be then? I can flick my pen around my fingers in a really cool and annoying way.
All valuable in certain situations, but not today. See those 3 precipitators over there?
You mean perturbators?
I don't know. You're the silver-tongued lawyer. Anyway, 2 of them are innocent. The other one is guilty.
Guilty of what?
Securities fraud.
What? Selling fake pensions to the dead?
Hence the crime. Anyway, see if you can use your ghostly powers to find out which of those scumbags I should arrest.
Happy to help.
Press X or X to transform into Spectre. Okay.
I think I'm invisible. If this day couldn't get any weirder or cooler.
So now I'm a ghost? Are you saying I can read people's minds now or something?
Hey, where'd Saul go?
Apparently.
I can't wait to clock out so I can get home and start frauding people again. I just arrested these guys to throw the heat off me. Fools.
I can't wait to go home and go frauding again. Well, that was easy. What are you guys thinking about? Nothing. Okay.
I don't like sitting so close to this guy.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling.
We're 2 for 3 on people just thinking about songs. Or whatever you want to call the werewolf's idleness.
I know who did it.
Who?
It was your fellow police officer over there. He did it.
Oh, mine? Really?
I heard him loud and clear.
That sucks. Now I got to call internal affairs.
Can I go now?
Yeah, thanks, Saul. I'll clean up this mess.
It's our own police officer frauding people. Well, that sucks. What a response. Alright, I'm game. This is silly.
Don't panic. Deep breath. Just breathe. I have no lungs. Guess that's why I'm not hyperventilating right now. Okay.
Step 1. Make my way to the town hall library. Easy. Step 2. Find a book on human rights. Step 3. Bring it back here and exonerate my body before I end up a permanent resident. How hard can that be?
So that's my big goal, is I've got to get my not dead self out of ghost jail. Missing a limb? Lost and found box inside. You guys advertise that lost and found box everywhere. It's almost like it's the core thing they do or something. Yeah, I don't... I'm wondering how the art was generated for this game. Like, who worked on that and whether or not there was communication errors or if it was implemented weird or something. Because, like, the art's really cool. Like, across the board, it's really nice line art and everything. But, like, look at that. Look at that weird police station. It's, like, so low resolution. But, like, obviously it wasn't drawn that way. But also, like, the edges of it are, like, weirdly cut. Like, they manually cut it in, like, Photoshop kind of hastily. Because, it looks like everything's rendering in a 3D map. Like, the game's 3D, but all the assets are 2D. And they're not super well cut. Where I'm a little concerned why they had to cut it at all, though, where they'd have edges like that, because wouldn't the art that was submitted have, like, edges already? Because it was... Huh. I'm guessing a lot of it boils down to a lot of effort looks like it went into this game, and it came from an inspired place, and it has some talented artists on it, but it's also, like, super budget. And so, like, anything, a lot of stuff they probably just had to run with, and it's like, that's how it's gonna come out. That's just the state it's gonna be in. That's all we can do. Look at that background. It's actually, that's a nice look if you don't look at any of it close up. Admittedly, that one building's the weird one. Everything here looks really nice. Where you scroll by and everything's got a different perspective to it and everything. And the background looks cool. Hello, creepy trenchcoat zombie. How you doing? Can I talk to creepy zombie?
Hello, citizen.
That wasn't even what he said. You lied to me.
Hello, citizen.
But what is he thinking? Oops. I just gotta wait for it for a second. It takes a moment for it to show up. Oh, I'm way faster as a ghost. I'm so much faster. Also, he doesn't seem to think at all. Evidently. Even the gargoyle statue's playing an instrument. I think they might have a little bit of music on their brain for obvious reasons. Based on, like, the origin of the main character, and how the magic works, and the backstory of the first person we possess. There's a real emphasis on music.
I should find out who did the ironwork for those, and get them to do me front steps.
Wolf pack only. Is this an area I can only access once I possess a wolf character? Wailing Heights Town Hall. No werewolves. Wait, what? Wolf pack only and no werewolves. Wait, do you guys... Is there werewolf segregation around here? Maybe I could use something I picked up. On what? The garbage can? I don't have anything in my inventory, so no. I can't go over here. Let's try the door.